There's a woman in the news today who's been finally arrested for stealing from Walmart by just not scanning her stuff at the checkout. And she's been doing it for months. And
is this something, didn't we hear maybe within the last 3 months that they were going to step up their, at Walmart, what do they call it? The enforcement of people who just put stuff in a bag without scanning it. Well, it is easy.
Big crackdown.
Yeah, yes. And a lot of Walmart's going to just self-checkout now. That's their next push. Or they leave like 2 registers and two big corrals of self-checkout. Mm-hmm. Now, when I've seen this, I've noticed that they have like 3 people walking around checking to make sure you're scanning. And it sounds like they've cracked down even more.
And listen, this woman, she's been doing it for almost a year. She had been just taking a few items at a time.
Buy one, steal one?
Exactly. And somebody spotted it and got her once and said, hey, you didn't scan some of these items. She goes, oh, my gosh, I must have forgotten. She went back and scanned them. Well, then they went back. They had the technology to go back and check in, and she had been doing it for a long time. And so they went and arrested her. They said, oh, we've got you on camera.
Was she using the same credit card or the same Walmart shopper card?
Yeah, she went through the Walmart shoppers. I use that. Walmart Pay. You know I do Walmart Pay.
Yes, you still have it on your key ring, right?
Yes, I have it on my key ring. And yes, I do. And I use Walmart Pay on my phone, which is, and I do go through Cart Corral, which you all moo when I say that. Mm-hmm. But that story, at first I saw the headlines like Walmart arrests shopper for not scanning. I was like, so what, who cares? You get into it and you realize, oh, wait a minute. This is like a thing that so many people are doing. And it's not just, I missed a few items. It's every single time they're doing it.
This is not along the same lines, but there's one of their competitors. I live very close to a Target and had to go there the other day. Mm-hmm. And they have, of course, added self-checkouts, but they're not nearly enough.
No, they're not.
And they have probably 16 registers, but maybe 3. Like when I go, with our schedule, we can go kind of more flexible hours. It's maybe 3 registers
but
open.
I don't think there's ever more than half open. I don't.
Well, I mean, maybe Black Friday or maybe. That kind of thing.
I was at a grocery store.
But the self-checkout line is halfway down the aisle.
I was at a grocery store yesterday, pretty busy, and it was basically all self-checkout, and they had maybe 2 registers open, but they have space for 10. That's just where they're going now. That's just how it is.
You know what they say about the Target self-checkout?
What?
You'll never feel worse about yourself. Because it has the worst camera angle ever.
Oh,
when it turns around on you and you see yourself, and that's become a thing online, it's like, oh God, the Target camera will make you feel
that's
so horrible about your looks.
That's true. I don't even see myself at other places. I just like
no, you don't.
Yeah,
but they show you.
Yeah, there's a moment when you're like waiting for the transaction to process, and you look up and it's like, oh God!
Is that how I look?
And you all know me. I carry weight in my face. I'm a top heavy. Okay, and
everything from the what do they call it?
The hips here, the
love handles.
I don't like that
spill
term.
Over.
I don't like that term.
Muffin top.
I don't like those terms. That love handle was bad enough. I dealt with that through my teens and 20s. Now that I hear muffin top,
that's worse.
Yes, it is worse.
Plus, it makes you hungry.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Well, because muffin tops are delicious. Unless they're spilling over your jeans.
Let me tell you what I did for breakfast today. I went down planning to do my usual 2 eggs and a healthy piece of toast and some yogurt and blueberries. But the kids made brownies last night, so I had a slab of those instead in the car.
What a Monday.
So if anyone was keeping score at home, the new Healthy Kelly lasted less than 1 week.
Gone. I just looked at them and I was like, I ain't taking time to make these eggs.
Forget these eggs.
There's eggs in brownies.
That's right.
Right?
There's eggs.
I'm not a cook.
There's eggs. There's 2 eggs in those brownies. That's right. So I had the same amount of eggs. I looked at them. I was like, I ain't making no eggs. And I ain't mixing up no yogurt and blueberries either. Mm-hmm. I'm getting this for the road and I'm going. That's exactly what I did. Yeah. I treated myself a little bit. Why not? Whatever. But, you're right about those Target cameras. Yeah. Enough of that.
Unflattering.
And the worst.
It is the worst. They make you feel terrible about yourself. If they get you from above, you could look up at it and go, oh, okay. Now they get you from right,
yeah.
The worst.
And it's just slightly enough distorted that you look even worse.
Yes. Why do you do that to us, Target? You don't need that.
Maybe they make you feel so bad about yourself you won't steal. Maybe that's their plan.
You like your face on the news?
Yeah, you're so dejected that you're like, I'm putting this back.
Have you seen this man? This man tried to steal a television at Target.
It's not a horrible idea.
Oh God, that's probably right. But I was thinking, at least at Walmart, I'm sure there's a pack of people at Walmart back there staring at you, going, "Look at that ugly mug," you know. But
Screen kept that one.
But at Target, they show it right to you. So that right there last week when Chris Demm said that, and I thought, what an old imbecile. He has no idea. That
Get in the world. Get in the real world.
So I owe him an apology. Listen to what, I got a big beef with Dave Aiken today. I'll tell you, y'all don't even know this. Listen to what he did to me. I was leaving on Friday, walking out the door, as always.
Heading into a fun weekend.
Exactly. Heading into some fun, lunching with a colleague. God, the difference between a Friday and a Monday. What a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. My attitude on Friday is like, wee, it's so great. Then on Monday, you're just like, oh, you know. I mean, that's tale as old as time. But I was leaving on Friday, and sometimes Dave is sitting at his desk, sometimes not. And
there's no pattern.
No.
We've all noticed.
You're right. And his desk is right by the door. And sometimes he sits there and sometimes he's not. I'd say 2 out of every 5 or 6 days he's there. And I always love it when he is. Mm-hmm. So he was sitting there and I said, "Have a great weekend, Dave." And he says, "Okay." And I thought he should have said, "You too." And when I got into the parking lot, I was like, he didn't wish me a happy weekend, you know. I said,
it was just a one-way wish.
I said, "Have a great weekend, Dave." "Okay." I was waiting for the "you too," and it gnawed at me all weekend. I was like, he didn't. And then I saw him on TV doing his. He does TV meteorology sometimes. He did that on Saturday. I saw him. I said, "Look at that. There he is. Hope you're having a good weekend."
I'm not, because of you.
Mm-hmm. And then at the end of his newscast, said, "Have a great weekend, everybody." I was like, didn't say that to me. Just says it to everybody but me.
All the anchors, all the viewers.
Bothersome. Yeah. Stuck with me all weekend. So you know what I did to him today? I texted him at 4 a.m. I said, "Don't talk too much today. We've got a lot of stuff."
Wow.
That's very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost a teabagging move. Calling somebody, texting someone in the middle of the night.
Yeah. 4 a.m. I got him at 4 a.m. I said,
"Don't get too wordy on your forecast."
That's what I told him.
You got a busy week here.
I don't want to hear about high pressures and low this is.
Just give me sunny 70. That's all I want to
get out.
That's right. Told him that.
I need more time.
Told him that. I said,
you get less.
Don't get too wordy on your phone. That's exactly what I said, too. I said, don't, because we got a lot of stuff going on in here today. I put in some Halloween stuff. I said, don't you dare get too wordy. And he wrote back immediately, 4:01 a.m. 10-4, no problem. And then I said, "You're up awfully early. I said, "You never sleep." He said, "Humans won't let me." I've been thinking that for a while.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yes. You know how that is. So anyway, axe to grind. The weird odds. Weird odds right now. He knows exactly what he did. He knows what he did. So I cut his forecast.
Yep.
I said,
so in less than an hour, each will be face to face.
Oh, man. We're going at. I can tell you
this is also the time when you like to make holidays not fun.
That's right. That's exactly right.
The closer we get to the holiday, the more you want changed, and you get more serious and take the fun out of it.
Squeeze it out.
Getting ready. Getting about that time, isn't it?
To the listener, they won't know. They'll think we just added in some Halloween things. But behind the scenes, you're like, "I'm going to ruin everyone's holiday. I want this added and this taken away."
That's exactly right.
Who can I yell at if it doesn't happen just the way I want it?
That's exactly right. I said, I want that Halloween stuff.
You've deployed the Halloween package?
Yes. The Halloween
It's like a nickel defense in football.
Yes, the Halloween package has been deployed.
You've been challenging me for what's going on 2 weeks now.
That's right.
But I keep passing the test.
That's right.
Every day you're like, "Biggie, I want the call from the guy who had sex with a ghost." You have to play it.
We have that. Oh, we're going to play it today.
Is today the day?
Today's the day we're playing a call from a guy that had sex with a ghost. Now, the other day, we played a call from a guy who was going to pleasure himself, but a ghost stopped him.
Relatable.
That's
what people say about this show.
Relatable. That may be my favorite Halloween call we've ever gotten. Guy's house was haunted. He was at home as a teenager by himself. His dad kept a stack of nudie magazines in the bathroom. He went in there, started looking at the nudie magazine. One thing was going to lead to another. He was home alone, and the ghost, who was a grandma, knocked on the door and said, "Don't you dare."
Not in my home.
His sister knew it, too. His sister said, "Oh, yeah, we got that ghost." Great call. Chris Timm's right. Relatable. That's relatable, and we're a relatable program. We met a lot of P1s at a wing restaurant, East Coast Wings and Grill, on Saturday. Chris Timm and I were there.
What a turnout.
Very nice. Very nice people. And one guy, he was there. I don't think Chris Timm heard this. He was there with his son. I'm going to say a word I hate to say. I have to do it or it won't work. He was there with his son, Riley. Either Riley or Raleigh. I never quite got. I think it was Riley. Anyway, kid was probably 7 or 8. And so they stood for a while. We chatted, and the young boy, it was very nice. And the father couldn't have been nice. He was like, listen all the time. We were talking T-shirts and so forth. And at the end, he just stood kind of awkwardly. They stood for about a minute because clearly it was time to go. And the father looked down at the son and said, "Well, are you going to do it?" And the son looked up at me and he goes, "Fart."
Start the truck.
Wow.
I'm not going in public anymore.
You know how that's right. I refuse to be in public.
That's the last time you'll see me anymore.
People keep saying that to me. And then I got you know how people used to send me those those letters. I still get them. Yeah. I won't publicize them anymore. It's like when somebody runs naked onto a football field. We don't show it. We don't put the camera on it. I get letters all the time, postcards that just say the word F-A-R-T because I hate that word. Well, now today there's one from, looks like the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Okay.
A nice postcard.
Like a
that's
cabin on a snowscape?
Yeah, a snowscape. And it has on there, poot, brt, poom, poot, brt. I mean, a lot of that. Just vert is written on there.
Is there an address? Is there anything else, or is it just sound effects?
Just sound effects. But one of them is, and this is the one that caught my eye, it's written on here a few times, pedo, P-E-D-O, pedo.
That's wrong.
I said, you can't say pedo.
No, just because I don't like the word fart.
At the very bottom, in tiny print, it says, pedo means fart in Spanish. That's why he wrote it on there. But the mailman doesn't know that.
Everybody who handled that sees the word pedo and our names.
Exactly. It's like two guys named Chris. Pedo.
What these two goobers do.
Too far.
I don't have to deliver this, do I?
This should be thrown in the trash at the post office.
Yeah.
You can't be delivering this. That's an act of terrorism through the mail. I want this guy caught and hung up by his Buster Browns. I've been saying that for months. It's been almost a full year now of getting these postcards and letters in the mail. I got another one on Friday that once again just had a long blank sheet of paper with F-A-R-T in tiny print in the middle. I said, this must end. And then this comes in today. But I wanted to, don't write pedo on there.
That's too much.
It's too far. That's too far.
Not enough people speak Spanish to get that.
No. Unless the person delivering the mail speaks Spanish, then we're not going to know that. This is along the same subject line, unfortunately. Doorbell cam footage has captured a woman walking onto her front porch and right into an area where her husband has just passed gas. And they loved it so much they put it up on their social media. And now we're going viral with it. It's the father and his son. And apparently he's just passed gas. And the mom walks out.
Come on, let's go. Is the apple? Yeah, if you want your apple, you got to come inside.
Oh, did you? What is that? When you farted?
Yep.
Did you fart?
Yep.
And then let me walk right into it?
I didn't know that it was going to be bad. Sorry. Come on.
I need a girl in this house.
Sorry.
I need another girl in this house.
There's a girl.
She's outnumbered 2-1 as a father and son and her, and they're.
I didn't know it was going to stink.
We've all done that. I'm sorry. We didn't know which direction it was going to head.
I didn't know it was going to be bad. I didn't know.
Did you fart? Yes.
You could tell too. He meant it. He's like, I'm sorry.
I didn't know it was going to be bad.
I didn't have time to release a test balloon.
Yep, that's exactly right. So there it is. And that's.
I mean, the kid didn't even laugh.
I know.
Apparently, it's that common.
Yeah. I thought he'd be laughing up a storm.
Right.
Wouldn't you think? A little kid
at that age, that's hilarious.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mama walked right through the clouds.
She's. Did you? What what is that? What is that? And you left it for me. And he goes, I didn't know. I had no idea.
I apologize.
It's terrible. And sometimes it happens to me at the gym, as you know, that I have, like I'll release one and it'll be fine. And then you do another one and it smells. Yeah. Isn't that awful?
Do you find yourself trying to go through your head, what did I eat? What did I eat?
Yes. Yes. And
not to be too gross, but sometimes you think, what did I eat?
I do think, yes, I do have those thoughts. So I guess today I'll figure out if it's eggs or brownies, which is worse, because honestly, healthy eating makes them bad sometimes. Don't you think? You're a healthy eater.
It'll clean it out, man.
Yeah, I guess that's exactly right. Mm-hmm.